Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, gonna be Rogue versus Ryung. Here on 2000 Atmospheres, the latter edition, and proxying is Ryung in the bottom left-hand corner. He is blue. Top right, we've got a red Zerg player. It is Rogue. Rogue is very adept at dealing with proxies, but even the best Rogue proxy defensor can still fall to proxies. So let's see how this is going to shake out here. This is from Katowice 2022, the World Championship, the playoffs. Ryung is a surprise here in the playoffs. And wait. I have to see this. Oh, no, he doesn't see it. This is why you send your overlord. Dude, that was insane. He knows the timing on this map. He knows where he needs to get to before the overlord comes over here to not be spotted. Oh. All right. So here's the play. Man, it takes a lot of guts to proxy inside the natural base of Rogue. Traditionally, you'll proxy here, or like maybe up here, or down here rather, maybe over here. But doing it here's like, okay, you are brave, you are strong right now, putting all the eggs in the basket. And of course, Rogue's not going to drone scout. He's not going to see what's going on the other side of the map at all. Why would he do that? Zergs don't do that. So, Marine production begins off of both barracks now. There's a bunker coming in here, too. And you just, the vision... Oh, my gosh. He just lives right here. He just lives right there. And the vision of a hatchery is basically nothing, right? So, then the drone comes in, and the bunker comes up, and it's like... Oh! Yes! Let's go. Roach Warren on the way from Rogue. The response here needs to be Ravagers. You're not going to break this with Queens and Lings. You're not going to do it in time to save this natural anyway. So, I mean, going to try to get a Queen out. Going to try. These Lings just have no chance, and they know it. These Lings now can't get out because this bunker positioning is insanely good. Yep. Ryung's a madman. Let's do this thing. Hatchery's going to fall. Getting a Queen out, throwing a Creep Tumor down like right here would be pretty good. Maybe like not okay. Creep Tumor somewhere would be good. Tried to save the Overlord, couldn't do it. Now he is not supply blocked. He doesn't have much supply as he did 2 seconds ago. So Roach is coming out. We're not saving the natural. There's not even any attempt to do so here from Rogue. He knows. Back home, there's a factory on the way from Ryung, which the Zergling does scout out. So he sees, okay, cool. So a factory's up, which means we're taking gas, which means we're not doing a ton here with Marines. Hellions are on the way, and a starport's coming in too. Oh, man. This could be one of those games where it's like, okay, I broke out, and then, like, 4 Banshees show up, and you're like, ah. Or, like, a Liberator and a Banshee show up, and you're like, ah. So we don't have enough Ravagers to burn down this bunker, and with 1 volley, we only have the 1. With another one on the way. Barracks getting beautiful vision up here. Oh! Wait! He's abandoned ship. He's abandoned his post. Okay, so Ryung's done everything he wanted to do. He could have stuck around. He could have continued to produce Marines there. But instead, he wanted to tech up, which he did. So he's going for, I guess, a siege. No. Tech Lab's going on to the starport, so maybe a Banshee here. Oh, a Banshee would be sick. Because Rogue has to counterattack, and he knows that. Retaking the natural base here is Rogue. It's 1 base to 1 base, which is a horrible position to be in. And yeah, a Banshee in a defensive spot is sick for the Terran. A Banshee on the offensive is like, well, there's spores and there's queens and stuff, and it's really difficult to get a ton done here. But on the defense, there's no spores, there's no queens here. So we're going to come up this ramp and try to win the ball game. But yeah, I mean, I think he saw it. He saw the tech lab on the starport and was like, oh, a Banshee is almost here. Cool. Oh, this Hellion ran all the way. What? This Hellion comes down and gets 2 kills? Hellion. You're not supposed to be able to do that stuff. Ryung's got a floating barracks back here, which is fun. Oh, if he re-lands it, and makes some more Marines, that'd be so hilarious. I think Rogue's... Yeah, he's got an Overlord watching this, so he's not going to fall for that stuff. Okay, so it is cloaked Banshees on the follow-up here from Ryung. And, I mean, defensively, you don't really have to cloak them to really be worth anything. If you cloak them, that's for offense. I love taking the second base inside the main here. And this is the thing about Terran. Terran can not win with their proxy, right? I'm not saying it got crushed. I'm not saying it failed, but he didn't win with it. He succeeded in killing the natural and then went home. But you can be far enough ahead on a proxy that didn't win against the Zerg and be so far ahead that you win anyway. It's one of the only cheeses where it's like, I didn't win instantly, but I can still win from this position. That's very rare in StarCraft 2. Like cannon rushes, if they don't work, you just kind of lose, right? If you don't win the game, you lose. Same thing with like proxy hatches. If you don't win, you lose. There's really no come from that position to win the game later play. Whereas Terrans with their proxies, they can. That's exactly what Ryung is going for right now. So Barracks, same starport is building a reactor. So we're just moving into more standard Marine medevac stuff here, I assume. Oh, that's a third CC. Yeah, okay, fair enough. And then the double cloak Banshees arrive, and it's like, how much detection do you have? Well, I got Spore in each mineral line. It's not perfect. I mean, every one of these drones that die is just Rogue is hurting. He's got 37 or 32 workers here to 37 for Ryung. The Overseer sees everything and says, oh, that's a lot of production. It's like a lot of production. Oh, one of the Banshees died, but we got 5 drone kills, and Rogue is still lagging behind in worker count. He's getting a Spire now. Interesting. So I wonder if he wants to go Mutalisks. It's a good answer to Banshees, if nothing else. But I mean, if you're... Ryung's not really super committing to Banshees here. He's got one, but he's not producing any more of them. And if it's Mutas against like a bajillion Marines with stim and medevac support, it's just not going to be good for defense at all. Mutas are offensive harass units. They're good at killing stuff that can't kill them, like the aforementioned Banshees. But not so good defending. Like if 20 Marines and 2 siege tanks show up here, it's like, it's your show, the Ravagers. Because the Mutas are not helping with that. They're not meant for direct engagements, especially with huge groups of Marines. But these are rogue Mutas. He's making 8 of them. They are specially endowed with rogue magic power to where he makes them amazing. Like, he's one of the Zerg, he's probably the best Zerg player on Earth with Mutalisks, I would say. There's others that are very, very good with them. But Rogue's like an 11 on a scale of 1 to 10 with Mutas, and what he can do and the way he uses them and gets wins. So if I'm wrong, I'm worried about that. These are very special magic Mutalisks. Third base coming up from Rogue at the 12 o'clock base here too. The Mutalisks. They're doing their thing. Silence falls over the battlefield. Ooh, there's Widowmines coming out too. Love that. Love that. So Turret says, no, you're not getting in here and doing much of anything. Yeah, and the Marines have stim, and the Mutas are like, all right, we're leaving. Jeez. We can tell when we're not wanted. It's like, maybe we can cancel the upgrades on the engineering bays, but no, you can't. Where are them? Did he skip medevacs to go for Widowmines first? He's got 2. Where are, oh, they're here. Did they just, I don't know if they just popped or not. So, this is bad. Army value is 54 to 49, but again, a lot of that army is Mutas. 10 Mutalisks. 11 Mutas dominate this. Mutas harass a little bit here at the third. A couple SCVs die, but again, the turret's enough to handle 7, 8 Mutalisks. It's not like it's 20 here, right? I don't know if the Marine count's really heavy enough either, but what the heck is the Banshee? The Banshee came back in and got some more kills. Banshee, good job. Fantastic patience from Ryung. He's one of those players that's incredibly patient. All right, so the third base is not getting saved. And that might just be a death knell for Rogue here. Again, it's Rogue, so you don't want to count him out. You really don't ever want to count him out. The dude, did you see him in GSL last week in that best of 7 finals? Did you see? Rogue's really good, everyone. He's like one of the best players StarCraft has ever had, if not possibly the best. Anyway, across the piles landing, pretty easy to dodge, but the medevacs just took a hit. That's never good. That's in fact always bad. This isn't a ton of Marines. I don't know. Crucibles are connecting. Overlords are slow. Mutas are picking off reinforcing units as they come in, which is such a, I mean, that's a 1998 maneuver from StarCraft, you guys. That's a Brood War play. It's picking off reinforcements. Yeah. So the Muse are doing some good stuff down here. I like it. They're just picking off Marines. 24 of them have died so far, and only 3 mutas have gone down. This is, I mean, this... I would say Rogue usually is not as careful with his mutas, but in this situation, he needs all of them to live. So the more mutas that stay alive for him, the better. And I know that sounds real obvious, but Rogue has definitely won TVZs where he's just not careful with them at all. He just throws them into missile turrets and throws them into groups of Marines and takes Widowmine shots with them, and then another pack of 20 shows up, and it's like, well, it didn't matter, did it? Whoa, come back, camera. Okay, all right. Ryung's trying to go for a 4th command center that is forced to be canceled, which is really annoying. Oh, wow. Are they going to take... Oh, they're going to get this engineering bay? No. Marines stim in, take him out. Rogue. Ryung versus Ryog is going to kill me here. But running into the 3rd base. This is what you want to do if you're a Zerg player. Is little Ling run-bys, little Ling harassments. Okay, he's going for a Ling Muta attack here. Pretty strong stuff. The Lings and the Mutas are very symbiotic in that the Lings can absorb a lot of shots that the Marines would otherwise take, and he does win that battle. But on the other side, Ryung, oh, that's where his army was. Into the new 3rd base, killing it instantly. The drones run, but like there's not another 3rd base to go to here. You can't base race with 5 Mutalisks versus... Oh, okay, this is great control, though, versus all of this. And I like that Ryung's not just going for it. He's like, okay, so we took down the 3rd. Let's heal up. Let's recalibrate a little bit. Rogue's in a tough spot right now. Armor value is 69 to 59. Again, the mutas are a big part of that. He's still making them a little bit. The Banelings have centrifugal hooks. The pre-split is pretty nice here. Dancing, stutter stepping. Ravagers are just not good in this situation, but everybody together, maybe. Coming on in, Rogue. Can he defend the attack? The answer seems to be yes, he does. The tanks can't run anywhere. This guy's got 8 kills. He's dead now. But Rogue, he can defend the attacks, but his 3rd base is gone. He's retaking his 3rd base at the 12 o'clock. Ryung is on 3 bases already. Horrifically oversaturated, but putting some SCVs on these refineries would be a good idea, but maybe he just wants the minerals for the Marine count. I don't know. He's still making Widow Mines, which are gas. All right, the mutas are just... Okay, we're going to try to keep Ryung on this side of the map as much as we can so we can get a 3rd base up, but who's back with another army? It's Ryung. Ryung coming at the 12 o'clock, where the 3rd base is for the 2nd time today. Corrosive Biles, dodged like a boss. Banelings off creep, never good, but everyone working together here. This Ravager Muta Baneling thing. Dude, Rogue is insane. He's insane. Who else does these compositions? This is what he has. This is what he has to work with. This is an optimal composition versus Terran. This is what he has available. Okay, a really huge connection with Baneling bombs here would be in, like, possibly game winning for Rogue, but doesn't eat it. I'm surprised he's not trying to bait them over here. Dude, the 3rd base can't die again. It definitely can, but Rogue got something to say about it. Widowmine connects. Banelings do not connect at all, actually. Corrosive Biles connect NGG. Ryung comes out on top. Rogue's going to lose his 3rd base again. He taps out. He's going to live to fight another day. Fantastic game there from Ryung. What an absolute boss man. A fantastically good Terran player. He can take down Rogue. I mean, yes, he proxied him and killed his natural, and Rogue lived for another 10 minutes. Which is just like, Rogue, you're insane. I love you, Rogue, and you're insane. But it's just the upgrade disadvantage here is insane as well. I mean, look at this. Okay, it's +2 flyer from Rogue, but 2-2 on the Marines. Drilling Claws is done. He's got Stim. He's got Combat Shield. He's got Concussive Shell, which is kind of fun because I don't know how many Marauders. He made 3 Marauders today. Oh, 4. 4 Marauders today. Resources lost are pretty close, but if you're pretty close in resources lost in TVZ, the Zerg player is just usually going to die. And then 3 hatcheries killed today versus no bases down. Thumbs up. That's how you win. That's how you beat a Zerg player, is you kill their bases, you kill their workers, you don't lose anything yourself, and you just never let the Zerg player rest. Never, ever, ever let them do anything to rebuild. Never let Rogue use, make 27 drones at once, because he can't, because an army's coming to kill him, and he doesn't have enough army to deal with it, right? Right. Exactly. So fantastically well played there by Ryung. I mean, it was a gamble. It was a gamble that Rogue wouldn't see this. But I think he understood Rogue's scouting patterns. It was like, okay, on this map, he sends an Overlord this way. But there's a window of timing. So he times how long it takes the SCVs to get here. He sends them out immediately. Says, I can slip through this gap and get barracks up here before Rogue gets his Overlord to here to cover this, to scout this area, right? And he did. And he executed it perfectly. Rogue didn't know what was happening until his hatch popped and there was a bunker shooting it. And from that point, it's like, what are you going to do? What do you do? If you're a Zerg player, you just sack the natural. That's all you can do about it. And you're playing from behind at that point. And Rogue playing from behind played exceptionally well. Let's make no mistake here. He made mutos and made the most of those mutalisks. I gotta say, how did he do on mutos lost? 16 of them died. Yeah, I mean, 10 of them available and 16 died is kind of a Rogue staple. He didn't win with them this time, but that's not out of the ordinary for him. But yeah, it's 73 to 38. Army supply, 3 basing Terran versus a 2 basing Zerg at 13 minutes. No way. There's no comeback at all. There's no potential whatsoever. Ryung prepared for everything. He held the keys after the first 4 minutes of the game and never gave them back. So GG, well done, Ryung, and that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.